Hey guys, it's Andrea here. So I came home tonight to a very exciting package, my beautiful new Sam Shield. I ordered it about a week ago and it arrived really quickly from Victoria, I think, which is pretty good. Australia Post is pretty slow these days, but that's beside the point. I wanted to talk to you guys about why I bought a new helmet, because any of you that have been following me for a little while might remember that I only bought my helmet, my first Sam Shield, less than a year ago when I was down south over Easter. But what actually happened a couple of weeks ago, I was a little bit sick, had a lovely upper respiratory tract infection, as well as pharyngitis that turned into laryngitis, so I had no voice. Now, like many horsey people, when I get sick, I'm quite stubborn and I still like to try and ride, particularly given that I'd booked in for a lesson over the weekend. I wanted to try and keep Nonnie in work because she's one of those horses that when she has a few days off doesn't tend to go quite as well. So I'd also just started doing wraps and bandages in place of boots. So after my ride on the Saturday afternoon, which was about day 8 of being unwell and day 3 of antibiotics, I was leaning over and unwrapping one of the bandages on her front legs. And all of a sudden, I felt a whack in my head. And being sick and not feeling the best, I started crying straight away. That's my immediate reaction when I'm feeling unwell or tired, actually. So I started crying and I was really frustrated that I had my helmet on, my fairly new, very expensive Sam Shield helmet. About 30 seconds later, once I had calmed down and the impact had passed, I actually realised how lucky I was that I'd been wearing my helmet when that happened. And, you know, I am a strong advocate for wearing helmets at all times when you're on a horse's back. But I think sometimes we forget how important it can be to wear a helmet when we're doing groundwork as well. So that was the first thing I thought. And then I guess the second thing that it made me realise was how sometimes we can become a little bit complacent when we're working around horses all of the time. That being said, putting my head in behind a horse's leg is not something that I'd normally do when I'm taking bandages off. I'm going to put that down to being in an illness-induced fog, but it just served as a really important reminder for me. Now that the serious part of this is over, I actually just wanted to quickly show you guys the beautiful new Sam Shield. Not a lot of people know yet that they are making the Sam Shields in a beautiful glossy finish. And that is what I actually opted for. I had kind of been hoping for the Shadow Matte with rose gold, but they didn't have any shells in stock in my size at the time that I ordered, and because I was wanting to replace my current helmet, given that it had an impact, I actually ended up going for the glossy shell, and I'm super pleased with it. So you can see there just how beautiful and shiny that is. And in another twist of fate, I recently have decided to grow out my quite short hair. And I was thinking just the other day that I really should have tried to get a new shell that had the higher back neck strap, or what are they called? The higher back on it for a bun, the dressage style. And fortunately, when I pulled it out of the box tonight, I realised that was exactly what I had. So clearly it's destiny that needed a new helmet, growing my hair out. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.